Hi there, this is Ronnie, Amber's Night, coming at you with a video. This video is a sort of before, and I'll do a follow-up video on this. This is more a sort of video log for myself. But if people want to comment about it, I'm be interested in feedback. I made a video some time ago, decrying Fantasy Flight Games and their new Star Wars game. And I mentioned a couple of versions of Star Wars that I own. Mostly fan-made versions for existing rule sets on PDF, and I've been printing them out. Going to start finish printing them out over the next couple of days. And there's 3 of them that I own as PDFs, and then there's another Star Wars game I own outright as a book. At the end of all the printing and binding, because I'm going to get them bound, I will have 4 different versions of a Star Wars game. I have the original D6 from West End Games. I have Savage Star Wars, which is a Star Wars game with a Savage Worlds rule set. I have True Force, which is a Star Wars game for the True 20 system. And I have a playtest of a game calling itself Age of Rebellion, which is a Star Wars game using the Adventure Game engine, which is the same rule set that runs Dragon Age. And it's only about 60-70 pages. It's very short. And I'm going to print those PDFs off. What I intend to do is make characters for them all. And as I say, I will do a follow-up video on this. I'm going to make characters for them all. And then I'm going to put them in a combat against a stormtrooper each. And what I want to do is essentially make the same character, or the same kind of character, for each of the 4 games. Because I want to see which one I feel best captures the flavour of Star Wars. I've said in other videos, I'm not the biggest fan of D20. Whilst the core mechanic is very simple, there's an awful lot of crunch and switches and gadgets and widgets to get round, and I just think it's a bit much. A friend of mine does have Star Wars D20, and I suppose if I wanted to, I could try and find Star Wars Saga Edition. But because I have True 20, which is a stripped down version, and I have True Force, I don't see the need, other than it might be interesting to get some of the source books, because I've got conversion notes for D20 to True 20, and I'd be able to convert stuff. So that's a possibility. My main thing is I really want to see which does the best in terms of evoking the flavour and atmosphere of Star Wars, which is sort of high adventure, high speed, high action, sort of space opera. On the face of it, the one that looks, in terms of the action, the one that looks like it might work best is Savage Star Wars. In terms of character depth, probably True Force. But those are sort of academic without doing the research, which is where I want to go with this. So those are my immediate plans for this Star Wars experiment. And once I've printed everything off and I've got character sheets made and I've run my combats and I've gotten an idea of the systems, I will do a follow-up video to this with my views on how each of the systems work. But I'm kind of excited about the notion of it. And one of the reasons why there's two main reasons why I want to do it. Directly, sort of personally for me, I have a lot of players who love Star Wars but don't like D6. So I'm hoping one of these other ones will do the job and get a Star Wars game on table without, them sort of grumbling about D6. The other reason is really as part of my discussion over the Fantasy Flight version, is this notion of coming up with an alternative that I can then recommend here on my YouTube channel and say, look, don't buy this overly expensive game and these overly expensive dice. Get this one. I mean, yes, the D6 version is out of print, and yes, you would have to go and find it, and it would cost a bomb. But if you can find it, if I think it's the best and you can find it, it would be worth it. And even if it costs a bomb, it's probably still bloody cheaper than the Fantasy Flight one will be. And the other 3 PDFs are all free. And what I'll do is I'll find the 3 links again for the 3 PDFs when I do the second part of this, and I will link all 3 PDFs, which will be good. So those are my plans with Star Wars. I'm looking forward to it. And at some point when I've done it all, I will do part 2 to this video, which will be my results. So I'm looking forward to it.